If you want to see how I have created this beautiful Ibiza love nail, then just keep on watching. Hello, my loves. Yes, I was feeling summery and holiday-ish, so I decided to have a little play. And as usual, when I have a little play, I just pop on the camera and we see what happens. And this is what happened, and I really loved it. Some of the best designs seem to just pop up out of nowhere, and this is a really, really easy way to create a flawless ombre and some beautiful nail art. So I've just taken a practice tip, I've buffed the surface with a 180 buffing block, and I'm just going to apply some pink tack to the back of a lolly stick, like a crafting stick. I've just cut off the sides. I hope it doesn't thunder. It looks a bit thundery. I'm going to do 2 coats of Madame Glam Perfect White. Each coat is cured for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. It's honestly, I want to see you do this, and I want to see you recreate it and tag me, because this is so simple. You might not have exactly the same items, don't worry. Find something similar. But I would love to see loads of these little nails popping up, because it's so simple, and everyone I've showed has been like, oh my god, and yeah, it's very, very easy. Okay, going in with the second coat now. Second coat's cured, and we're going to leave that sticky layer there, and I'm going to use some neon pigments that I've got from Born Pretty. Use my tweezers to take that off, because last time I used my fingers I got bloody pink everywhere. So these are very neon, and it distorts the camera a little bit, which is unfortunate, but that just shows how bright they are. I've had these pigments for a very long time, and as you can see, I've hardly used them because I forget I've got them. So this week I've been rummaging through my drawers. I'm using my Lucente pigment brush because it's brilliant for ombre and pigments. And I am literally, we've still got a bit of a sticky layer on that gel. I'm going to dip my brush into the pink. Now at first I had quite a lot on there, so I'm going to release some by tapping the brush. And then I'm going to start at the cuticle area, tap and blend. So at first I'm tapping to get the colour pigment payoff, clean off my brush because I've got enough pigment on there for now, and then we'll tap and blend, and then feather. Then I decided I want a little bit more pink, so I picked up a bit more, released a bit because it was too much, and then tap, blend and feather. That's all you've got to remember. So before I feather it, I clean off the brush, because otherwise I'm going to add all the pigment on the brush all the way down the nail. So keep cleaning that brush. Then in with my orange, tap it onto that blend line. Tap, tap, tap. And then clean the brush and start feathering it. And I do a side to side now to get those colours to blend a little bit better. There we are. Now we're going to go in with the yellow. And again, tap it in. Because the Madame Glam white doesn't have a super sticky inhibition layer, so it kind of works really well with this. Again, I'm going to keep tapping it and playing with it until I'm happy with the placement of it. Lovely jubbly, a little bit more here and there, and we're good to go. The fact that we're putting artwork over this blend makes it even easier if it goes a bit off, but to be honest, it's quite easy to blend. So now I have a separate top coat that I use for pigments because it can contaminate. So this is an older bottle, you can see the crust around it. And I'm just going to float the top coat. Now when I say float, what I mean is I'm going to apply a bigger bead, almost as if it was like a builder in a bottle, and I'm going to glide the product down the nail. So I'm not using a thin layer and dragging it, but I'm letting the product float down the nail without disturbing the pigment underneath. And once I'm happy with that, it will go in my lamp for 30 seconds. So that's done. cleaned it down. I've got the Dixie plates, lots of leaves, 02. And the black gel polish I'm using is Nicole Diary, and I've got a clear stamper and a Dixie plate scraper thingamajig. And I'm just going to las on, that's a technical term, some black stamping polish. You can use stamping gel if you choose. Roll the stamper over it. It'll pick up loads of bits you don't want. So then I use my thumbnail to remove the parts I don't want. I just press my thumbnail on it, or you could use like a Q-tip or something like that. And then I'm going to pick up that nail and I'm going to line it up because it's a clear stamper, and then just roll that stamper onto the nail, and there you go, first one done. Tuck it in around the edges, and I've included all the steps. I've just kept it all in real time to show you how quick this design is to do, and I've slowed it down to show you, if you know what I mean. I would do it a lot quicker if I was just cracking on somebody's nails. Get a bit of acetone on a lint-free pad, wipe it over your stamping plate, don't know why I said palette, and you're good to go for the next one. Get it off my thumb as well. And then we're going to do the same thing again. So get some more black polish, add it to the leaf design, drag and press, and then roll the stamper onto it, roll it off the other side, remove the bits you don't want, and then roll it onto the nail. We're going to turn it round the other way so the leaf's pointing down, and go from the opposite corner and just roll it onto the nail. And if you get something, you pick it up and it doesn't stamp very well, just get some isopropyl alcohol or some acetone and just wipe it off and start again. That's the beauty of stamping. It's not like it takes you hours to draw it and at the last moment you cock it up. You can just wipe it off and start again. No stress. Right, going to change stamping plates now. Clean that off on the roller. Best trick ever. And I'm going to get my smaller stamper and a different plate. This plate I think is from Born Pretty. I'm pretty sure. Is it? Yeah, Born Pretty L005. And I just want that word love. That's all I want. So I will pick up the whole design inevitably. And then I just remove the bits I don't want. So same sort of trick as before. Grab the polish, pop it on, drag and press, then using my smaller stamping jelly stamper thing, pick it up, remove the bits I don't want with my thumb. I'm trying to show you, but I was trying to make sure I could see it clearly as well, so it was very difficult. And then I'm going to position it slightly on the wonk, slightly sideways, in between the leaves, roll it on. Beautiful. Now, you see those little dots there? They're extra splurges that I don't want. So the way I get rid of them, I'm removing the excess on my lint-free pad as well. And I will clean my plate and everything after this. So I've taken a micro swab. They're very cheap to get hold of. I've used some isopropyl alcohol and I'm just going to wiggle it gently. And I've used a tiny bit of isopropyl alcohol, not a lot. I've not flooded it. And I'm just going to clean up the edges. Just clean it up a little bit because I didn't want those splodges. There we go. Now let that dry a second while I clean off my I want to say plate again. Palette, I mean. It's a stamping plate. Clean that off and clean off my thumbnail. And then that's the design done. So I'm going to double top coat because I need to seal in that design. So I do my first layer of top coat and then I give it half a cure. And the reason I half cure it is just to make sure that it's still a little bit sticky and the next layer grabs to it. Again, I'm not going to put too much pressure on. I'm going to kind of float it down. If you're using a stamping gel, then you need to cure that stamping gel, but this is stamping polish. So once it's dry, which it pretty much dries within seconds. There we are. I'll give that a cure for 15 seconds in this case, because it's a 30-second gel, and then do a second top coat. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you are done, and you've got a cute nail. I'd love to see you guys recreate this because it's so easy. So until my next video, tally bye!